What's going on, everybody? GemMint here. For those of you following the channel, you'll know that recently I've decided to kind of focus in and hone in on my collection a little bit. I've decided to only collect the Omnibus and not collect Absolute Editions or Deluxe Editions. So in that transition, I ended up selling off what have to be top 3 Absolute collections of all time, which is the Sandman, right? So I ended up getting rid of the Sandman Absolutes. I knew I would end up replacing them with the Omnibus, for that reason, that I only want to collect Omnibus, and not for nothing, it does save shelf space, which is funny enough, but that real estate is very scarce, so you have to really plan out the real estate well. So I hit up my man JP over at Organic Price Books, asked him if these were available. Sure enough, he hit me with them, so make sure to check out organicpricebooks.com if you're looking for any, not only new Omnis, but maybe some old school Omnibus that are evergreen, always in print. Make sure to use code GemMint to save $2 every time you shop there, and they are quickly becoming the preferred place to buy collected editions. Not just from what I see in my Facebook group, Geminites, but even just on Instagram or in the comic community itself. I'm seeing people more and more shopping at Organic Price Books. So congrats to JP. Let's go ahead and jump into an overview of what these books collect, the construction, the build, and more. Alright guys, so let's take a look at volume 1, and first let's take a look at the aesthetics. Just like the Absolute, it's got this nice kind of faux leather look with the mahogany brown and the black leather, the embossed foil Neil Gaiman's Sandman logo in volume 1, and then here's the spine, which looks very similar to the Absolute, but leave it up to DC. I mean, at this point I would almost be surprised if they didn't change their spines to not match on purpose. So unfortunately you do have that, but very nice embossed type of spine here, and then the back as well. So classy looking books, and of course you gotta love that black paper. Now these all retail $150 and are what we call evergreen, so they're always going to be in print. I've heard that there have been binding issues with these. On these so far, I've opened them, I stretched the spine out, and I didn't really notice anything except volume 3, which I'll show you guys when we get there. But really quick, we'll talk about what volume 1 collects. Here we have it's Sandman issues 1 through 37. Then it also has Sandman Special 1. Nice table of contents with page numbers. We have the virgin covers to set off each issue. And really quick, this is the story of Morpheus, one of the Endless. He's the physical embodiment of the dream, so kind of the god or the lord of dreams, if you will. So Morpheus here. So you have an overarching story, great DC Vertigo artwork here, more on that mature level, great paneling. And throughout that overarching story, you have other kind of side stories with Cain and Abel and other folklore tales, and then unique stories of characters that we meet along this journey that end up tying into the Sandman universe as a whole. So I definitely recommend this. I know it can be hard to get into for some people, especially if you're more of like the superhero type of fan. But I found myself, powering through some of the issues that were a little bit slow and really falling in love with this universe and like the mystic nature of it all. Love Morpheus, Death. All of the Endless are so unique and interesting. Here's Morpheus here with his mosquito mask, and you can see the artwork, beautiful stuff here. So you can see like you don't really have gutter loss, especially towards the middle of the book. Now being that it's thicker, once you get to the end, the weight will force you to have to hold it. But that's volume 1. Here's that was a Death issue. And we'll talk about what the collected edition differences are when it comes to this and the Absolutes shortly. So volume 2 is going to collect the rest of the run, which is essentially the first 4 Absolute editions. So I'll elaborate that a little bit more after we get through volume 2. But aesthetically, it looks the same. You can see that this collects Vertigo Preview 1, then you have Sandman 38 through 75. You have some collected Sandman covers, pages on the back with biographies. Continuing the story, same build, same everything as far as the black pages. Great artwork. Here we have one of the Endless. What is her name? Delirium? I did a review on this, like I said, back early on the channel here. So volume 2, again, once we get more towards the middle, you don't have any gutter loss. You do have a nice eye on that ribbon there. So that's going to be volume 2. And like I said, you really could just get volumes 1 and 2, have the entire story of Sandman, as volume 3 is really more bonus material. So let's go ahead and cover volume 3 now. All right, so again, same look as the other volumes. They all match, which is great. So what this omnibus collects, it's essentially what the volume 5 Absolute collects, which is bonus material. Also the Death Absolute and the Sandman Overture stuff. So here we have what? Death, the High Cost of Living, the 3 issues, another Death issue, Sandman Midnight Theater, Death Time of Your Life, Dream Hunters, Sandman Endless Nights. Then we have what? Dream Hunters the comic, then the Overture, a Death Gallery. So that's what I was saying. You basically get those bonus stories. If you're collecting the Absolutes, you only really need the first 4 Absolutes, just like you only need the first 2 Omnibus if you just want the Sandman main story. If you want the Death Mini, as you can see here, Death Time of Your Life, and all that other bonus material. Some of it is like novel format. I remember reading this when I was reviewing the Absolutes. I enjoyed it though, man. I found myself immersed in this world. Now, the only issue with the binding on this one that I can see so far is that the pages are coming up off of the ribbon a little bit on this one, which could be fixed with glue, so I don't think that's really a big deal. And it's also something that may not happen in your copy if you purchase it. So, again, great artwork. The Overture stuff is more modern stuff, so you have that artwork, which is amazing. Who is that? I'm drawing the blank on the name. What is it? J.K. Williams III? I think I'm confusing the guy who played J. Jonah Jameson. You guys will correct me, I'm sure. Here's the Death bonus material. So, again, that's what you're getting in Volume 3, guys. Wow, great Morpheus pin up here. Brian Boland. I guess you're going to, have to consider that 3rd volume for the artwork, right? J.H. Williams III. I was close. All right, guys, there you have it. I hope this overview gave you a good idea of what to expect out of these omnibus. I know there's a show coming out soon. I have done a review of the Absolutes and the story. One of the first recent reads, it might have been the first one that I've done on this channel. Again, as with all old videos, please don't go back and watch it, but it is there. But thanks again to Organic Price Books for sending us these. I'm happy to have them back in the collection. I don't think a reread is coming anytime soon because there are so many other titles that I haven't read yet that I need to jump into. But let me know what you thought about the Omnis. If this video was helpful, leave me a comment. Stay minty fresh. Peace.